Ever wondered why there are some players out there that just seem to have an unlimited amount of resources? Well, today I'm going to answer that for you, and I'm going to break down how you can also be one of these players, and we're getting started right now. What is going on, Rise of Kingdoms fans? Wispy here. If you like in-depth guides that help you grow your account, then consider subscribing so you don't miss any of our regular Rise of Kingdoms videos. To the point of how some of these players have an unlimited supply, it seems, of resources. Well, the answer is simple. Farm accounts. If you do not currently have a farm account, I'm going to break down the benefits of having a farm account and why you should start one immediately. All right, so whether you're a whale, a free-to-play, or a low spender, farm accounts are vital to the success and growth of your account. So how you start a farm account properly is you create the account in a new kingdom. Okay, so you start a new account, you go to a brand new kingdom, and what you do is you build that account up to City Hall level 7, you explore all the fog, you complete as many of the quests as you possibly can. Once you explore all the fog and you explore all the villages and caves and you get all the potential rewards from that kingdom, what you're going to do is you're going to use one of your 2 beginner teleports and you're going to go to another brand new kingdom and you're going to do it all over again. But you're not going to claim all the rewards and resources and everything. You're going to save that. So after you go to the second new kingdom and you complete all those quests and everything, what you're going to do is you're going to use your last beginner's teleport without going past City Hall 7, of course, and you're going to migrate it with that last beginner's teleport to the kingdom of your main account. So this way you're getting maximum value for your farm account rather than just straight starting it in your main account's kingdom. So the benefits to doing this is you're getting all the rewards of being in a new kingdom, which are tons of resources, tons of speed ups. The question is, how far do you take your farm account? Like, what city hall do you stop at? Well, you have 3 different options on where you can stop, and this dictates how active you're going to be on this farm account. Now, as you can see on the screen, I have 2 farm accounts in 1720 to support my main. So, and they are both City Hall level 22, which is one of the stopping points. The other 2 stopping points are City Hall 11. And the reason for this is you get 3 March queues. So you'll have 3 farming March queues that you can have. The next stopping point would be City Hall 17, where you get 4 farming March queues. And the other one is, of course, City Hall 22, where you get the maximum March queues of 5. Now, I am very active on both my farm accounts. I'm aggressively farming, and I actually spend quite a bit of money in the game. So that tells you that even someone as myself that does spend money in the game, I still have 2 farm accounts at City Hall 22, and I'm very aggressively farming on both of them. So that should explain how important farm accounts are. So basically, City Hall 11, if you're not going to be, that active, then that's a good stopping point. If you're fairly active, then I would go to City Hall 17. If you are an aggressive farmer, then I would suggest going to City Hall 22 to get maximum value. Now, when it comes to buildings in your farm, so there are certain buildings that you want to focus on, and there are others that just aren't that important. The first one is the trading post. So you want to level up the trading post because the higher level it is, the more resources you can transport in one go, so the less amount of time that you're spending transferring your resources between your farm and your main account. And it also reduces the tax, so how much the game taxes you for sending those resources, which is very important. Now, I know there are some people that are like, well, I'll just, take the troops out of my farm account and I'll just swarm it down. That's how I'll get the resources out of my farm account. Not so fast, my friend. There is a hidden plunder tax. If you didn't know this, there are actually quite a bit of players that don't know this. There's a hidden plunder tax of 30%. My trading post is 21, 15% tax. That's double. So I would not recommend swarming your farms down. Just transfer them the old traditional way so you save yourself some resources. All right. Other buildings to look at. Your resource production. Okay. These are essentially free resources, and yes, I know they cost more the higher level they go, but they will pay for themselves over the next couple months or so. Another building that you can focus on if you're in a, say you're worried that the kingdom you're in isn't stable, maybe during kill event, cities are open to hit and stuff like that. You want to concentrate on the storehouse, and you want to get your storehouse up so you can protect your resources a little bit. But in my opinion, if you're in a kingdom where, it's maybe fairly new, or cities are just open to hit for some weird, odd reason, just use a peace shield. The best city defense is a peace shield. So just shield during the kill event. Another building to focus on is your siege workshop. I only have it level 14. I'm not really that concerned about it. Another building that you can focus on is your hospitals. They will help, protect you if you're worried about getting attacked so you don't lose all your troops. Now, when speaking of troops, the only troops that I train is siege. Okay, this is a farm account. I'm not going to do any fighting with it. I don't want to do any fighting with it. It's what my main account is for. When it comes to research, I only focus on economic. And at City Hall 22, you can get pretty far, and you can, maximize your farming quite a bit. It almost farms as well as my main account, which is a T5 max tech account. Commanders are very important, and the commanders that you should be focusing on are your gathering commanders. All right, so you want to focus on Joan of Arc, Matilda, any of your gatherers you want to level up. Now, this is the build that you should be going for. You should want to get your gatherers to level 37, and the reason for this is you can max out the gathering tree. You want to go all the way to superior tools, giving you 25% increased gathering speed of all resources. A solid 25%. Like, that's fantastic. Now, when you're starting out, you want to first make your way to the more the better, especially if you're not going to be that aggressive on your farm account. You just log on every once in a while, maybe just a couple times a day. 6% additional resources when you complete a node. And this is the build you should be going for. If you want to go to level 40, you could get the modified axle, get to the nodes, back and forth from the resource nodes faster. Another quick important note is you should also do at least get your expedition in a good place, because the only way you can get constants is through the expedition. You could use the blue universal heads on her, but you can get an unlimited amount of constants in the expedition if you have a good amount of medals. I only would recommend picking up resources, maybe purple stars to level up, maybe your Joan of Arc or Matilda, but I typically only get resources. Now, if you are in a newer kingdom and you started a farm with your main account relatively after starting your main account, and you're worried about your farm being swarmed down or attacked, with the resources being taken, here are a couple ways that you can protect your farm account. So one way, which is I believe the best way, is always constantly transfer your resources from your farm to your main. Once you get up to about 20 mil or so of each resource, somewhere around there, go ahead and transfer them to your main account. You know, if you've noticed some farms have been getting hit and you have a little bit of resources in there, go ahead and just transfer them whenever you feel like, you know, you're in danger. Another way to protect your resources is, it's not significant, but you know, you can go to the mysterious merchant and you can transfer your resources into resource tokens. Well, people can't take your tokens. So that is another way you can help protect your resources. Another way is, you know, maybe level up a Sun Tzu and Kusunoki to help with city defense, make you less attractive of a target. It's also, like I mentioned earlier, a peace shield if you're that worried about it. Those are the best ways to protect your resources. If you have a farm account, let me know what level it is in the comments below. Also, let me know if you started a farm account after watching this video. I'm really interested in hearing what you guys have to say. Also, consider checking out these two videos on either side of me. One is where we unlocked our first T5 troop, and the other is whether or not you should upgrade your T4 to T5. Until next time, I'm out of here. I'm Whiskey Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next video.